It's X1 Entertainment.
It's Body Beats, the drum king.
African woman, black and made of gold, special woman. Shine bright like a diamond, beautiful woman. You shine like a morning sun, African woman. Obiani when you knew what you are black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Powerful girl, I am black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Magical girl.
Yeah, yeah. Silent. I smile like a sign gold. I'm innocent and free. I'm flying from coast to coast. I'm a queen and I believe I'm a black girl. Natural beautiful like the black rainbow. I am black and beautiful. I've been born here by the sun. I am black and beautiful. I'm blessed, I deserve the
You are
crown.
black and beautiful. Natural girl. You are black and beautiful. Powerful girl. I am black and beautiful. Natural girl. You are black and beautiful. Magical girl.
Say, beautiful lady, menjeje watata the baby. Hey, shebesi abanade to me donya me metowaza minjibinate. Apa, aja, I will take bullet for you, shatta. Many bobo done me show the man, yami amba man come no magata. Na sano kon we chicha, ampa. Ija wo dane simu kakra, ampa. Na body ya moto, ampa. Wasane kita front and back, ampa. Na sano kon we chicha, ampa. Ija wo dane simu kakra, ampa. Na nanto fe, na nakasa de. That's all.
You are black and beautiful. Natural girl. You are black and beautiful. Powerful girl. I am black and beautiful. Natural girl. You are black and beautiful. Magical girl. You are black and beautiful. Natural girl. You are black and beautiful. Powerful girl. I am black and beautiful. Natural girl. You are black and beautiful. Magical girl.
Good evening to you all. This is a moment where luxury meets beauty, eloquence meets elegance, and it is just a premium moment we've all been waiting to actually enjoy. We are coming to you live from the mini conference room of Eagles Lodge, a place where eagles of humans actually meet to deliberate tough thoughts and also have a chill goodness in a glass. So they call it eat, work, and sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael Fairborn. I'll be the one to coordinate, host, and also make the fun, create the controversies, and also make my queens feel at home. You are joining us on a special edition, I call it, for Miss Western 2022, the one I call the conference session. I have my beautiful delegates with me. They are seated in the best of costumes, best of hairstyles, and the smile they are actually wearing cost enough to actually buy the whole of Ghana's natural resources. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a moment where we are going to speak, have a conversation as they get prepared. Who goes home with a beautiful automobile that is coming from X1 Entertainment? Is it going to be on the roads of Takwa? Or like one of them say, that place does not really have the best of roads to accommodate a beautiful car. So therefore, it will be in the heart of the city. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a question for the gods. In no time, we'll be back and the conversation gets on the real. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
After 13 weeks of massive performances, Western Region 4, Maya Radiana, who takes over from Kwanjami and continues her good works down for the people of Western Region, drives home the salon car, sign up ambassadorial deals and gains the bragging rights. Ladies and gentlemen, your top delegates.
Jessica, Melda, Felix, Anas, Anita, Akosua, Pearl, Lorraine, Sewa, and Akuya Yankee. For your favorite delegate to win, dial star 800 star 567 star your favorite delegate's code on hash. Remember, your votes count a lot. Miss Worston comes off on Saturday, 23rd July at the Net Hall. Red Carpet is at 6 p.m. and the main show starts at 8 p.m. Tickets for regular is 50 Ghana cedis and 100 cedis with wine drinks for VIP. This program is powered by X1 Entertainment and brought to you by 1HD Television. Miss Worston 2022.
Impact beyond boundaries.
A woman that creates a positive change and influence is the ideal. Miss Impact, the diversity of beauty, comes your way soon. Are you beautiful, eloquent, disciplined, intelligent, courageous, outspoken, and above all, can you represent your region? Then take the chance in this year's Miss Impact Ghana 2022. The winner drives home a brand new saloon car and also gets the opportunity to travel outside Ghana and impact on the lives of others by giving them free hand skills training. Miss Impact is proudly brought to you by X1 Entertainment and powered by 1HD Television. For more inquiries, contact 0554 706083. Miss Impact Ghana. This is your moment. Create the impact.
Right, we are back and lovely, lively as we get to the conversation. In fact, we have 10 delegates, 5 on my right and 5 to my left. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a moment where we've all been wondering. We started with 18, walked down the mile and the aisle. We started with 18, walked down the aisle in miles, and actually moved down to 10. 13 weeks of amazing performances, down moments, times of tears, times of stretches. Sometimes the judges' words are not what they expect because they also couldn't meet expectations. But then what are they having in store so far as grand finale is concerned? Because you might have it all, the best of awards, the best of costumes, the best of words, but would you have the same when it is time for grand finale? So just so you know, if you are even joining us for the first time, it's Miss Worston 2022. So let me actually give you the privilege and the honors as I get my queens to actually introduce themselves, starting from my immediate right with.
So, delegate of Miss Worston 2022, representing the people of Ifekumani side.
Hi, I'm Jessie, representing the United States of Asokwe.
Lori, representing the people of Tapang and Sayo municipality, precisely Kangakum Hill Coast.
Pearl, representing the great people of Sekendi.
Akosia, representing the proud people of Kojoko.
Felix, representing the good people of Asankaba.
Anita, representing the Ahoy Hunter West municipality.
Anas, representing the people of Iskapa and Bantam.
Melda, representing the Golden Hub of Ghana, that is Tapansha municipality.
Ikuya Yankee, representing the good people of New Tapai.
That's 10 delegates, 10 in their turns, beautifully, of where they represent their sweet names, and in fact, their voices that will actually quench the anger of Satan, you know for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversation begins. And the whole thing is this: 13 weeks of extraordinary performances, beautiful display of culture, talent, voices, not forgetting the elegance they will come on stage with. In fact, for me as a host, running them down, I would say it has been an amazing year. For Miss Worston, running 4 years, 2022 has been one of a show to talk about. Even the conclusion should tell you the story that if we are actually in the most luxurious places you can find in the oil city, that is the eagles, then it tells you that indeed we are flying like eagles. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a deep switch to my stance, and I'll begin questioning the excitement, the controversies, the tears, and the sweet talks.
After 13 weeks of massive performances, Western Region 4, Maya Radiana, who takes over from Kwanjami and continues her good works down for the people of Western Region, drives home the Salon car, sign up ambassadorial deals and gains the bragging right. Ladies and gentlemen, your top delegates: Jessica, Melda, Phyllis, Anas, Anita, Akosua, Pearl, Lorraine, Sewa, and Akuya Yankee. For your favorite delegate to win, dial star 800 star 567 star your favorite delegate's code on hash. Remember, your votes count a lot. Miss Worston comes off on Saturday, 23rd July at the Net Hall. Red Carpet is at 6 p.m. and the main show starts at 8 p.m. Tickets for regular is 50 Ghana cedis and 100 cedis with wine drinks for VIP. This program is powered by X1 Entertainment and brought to you by 1HD Television. Miss Worston 2022.
Impact beyond boundaries.
So we are back, and we actually having our space stand on, ready to have an insightful analysis, just to make you get an understanding of where we've actually come from and the path we are heading to. In fact, we started with 18 delegates, and before that we had more than 18 people coming for the auditions. I think I want to ask a few people. Pearl, how did you feel, despite your number of times engaging in pageantry, coming to Miss Western during the audition? How did you feel seeing your few friends, few delegates around? How's the experience on the audition day?
Okay, so me seeing my fellow delegates on the audition day, I was actually happy. And I was able to interact with them even though I didn't know them from other places. We had this nice cordial relationship. We shared a lot of things, especially with the catwalk, yes, before going in for the audition.
I see. So whose number did you save on your phone first among the delegates?
Okay, so I didn't save anybody's number, but I went to Yankee's DM to check up on her.
From where?
Instagram.
So, okay. So you follow each other on Instagram. I see. Instagram, babe. Amazing. Now let's move to Jessie, and we'll find out from her as well. You actually had a knack for pageantry from Miss Asoko, and you came in, I think, second. You are one of the few people who had an engagement with Miss Western. And tell us, you had a few challenges. How are you able to succumb? How are you able to overcome that just to be here and to be able to take to the grand finale?
Well, first of all, my biggest fear, even before Face of Asoko, was my confidence. That was my problem in a sense. And since I came to Miss Western, I've been able, although you know how it is, right? But I thank God that I've come this far. Yeah.
Beautiful ladies and gentlemen at home, this should tell you that there is a lot going on, a lot we studied, learned, just so we actually get ourselves. When they came and they were Indomie babies, today they actually filled with enough yes, you could see the difference before and after with I know they didn't have that was a Kosia back in time, will be the next person. Oh, okay. That was Sewa. That was Sewa back in audition. Any other person? Is any other person? I don't know why. I'm so much interested in seeing that of the Kia Yankee Anita especially, I want to know whether she's growing bigger or our beautiful lady Priscilla. Yes. Who is not with us now? Oh, that was a class. Okay. I see. But I think she looks so amazing in looks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ikea has a special, she has a special devilish look with looks. Yeah, like a Jezebel feature.
Hey.
And who will be the next for us? I'm guessing Melda. Should my guess be right? Or the IT team will put me on a sweat? Who would it be? Who would it be? It takes about 10 days to load your pictures. Yes. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get to wait for that, let's actually get on. That was a bit of memories from what happened in or during the time of audition. But then the whole thing begins and then we start week 1. Week 1 was the very day we were doing unveiling and we had a chance to interact, have questioning and among others. For you, Akusha, how was the experience? The first week, you came, you realized you've been someone into education. So how was the experience? The questioning, how did you feel?
I never thought the competition would be like that. First of all, yeah. And my confidence, like I wasn't having the confidence at that time. So I was having some challenges at that time.
Alright. Let me get to ask Anita because that particular week she was on I would say, well, in terms of how she came with her voice and always trying to get you turned with emotions when she speaks. How do you do that? Is this something you learned as a skill or education actually gave it to you?
I would say it's natural.
Natural. Talent.
Maybe.
You teach people.
Of course, why not?
And I want to be your first student.
Oh, you welcome.
Hallelujah. All right. Moving on to week 2. That was actually the week where real business session was about Easter, because we actually had that week landing into the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. I want to ask you that, what was that concept of coming as Christ on the cross?
Okay, so I thought it was that it's Easter, so we all know Easter is about Jesus Christ, so why not we just go for that? But I guess it didn't work for me.
So how? Yes, it didn't work for you because you were trying to play Jesus, but no one can get to the Father except through me. But you try to think because your name begins with M, you are the me. But moving on, Anas, you also came in, I think, as a priest, if I'm right?
No, I came in with the spoken word.
With the spoken word that night. What was your knack for doing poetry for that particular night?
Okay, I felt like during Easter, everybody was into emotions, but I wanted to feel more like the significance of the celebration. So that's why I chose the spoken word, to put in more understanding and express it in words to everyone.
Amazing. I think you displayed Melda's photograph. I want to have a look. Oh, that's Jesus Christ. Oh, a round of applause for Jesus Christ. Anyway, put everything aside, though the performance didn't go so well. The picture was exquisite. Amazingly captured. And I think the team behind this particular shot did an amazing job. Shout out to Fatawan's Fat Graphics and Sweet Pixels for doing this amazing job. They are always in the background, so we don't get to celebrate them. And that night we had star performer go to Anita, and then best costume was for come again?
Feelings.
Yeah. I like the way you guys are mentioning the name now. Give me another one.
Feelings.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anita begins star performer for the whole show. How was the feeling for you?
Okay, so at first it was nervous, but I think I was running through it and then...
The moment I mentioned your name.
Nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You had your plaque and then I think your other goodies as well. How did you feel enjoying them?
It was an exciting moment.
I see. Let's give it up for our first star performance. Amazing. For you, Phyllis, going home with best costume. What did he make for you and what did he mean to you as well?
I was so happy. It actually came in as a surprise because I didn't know there would be an award for best costume. I mean, someone who works their costume well. So it came in as a surprise and I was so happy.
Let me take this one from Sewa. Sewa, did you ever expect that it would just be you coming into a pageant and we'll discuss social issues, matters related to what pageants normally is known for, and you getting a difference that this time we are actually doing Islam? What actually did they tell you about everything with this thing?
Okay. I think Miss Western is the right pageant for everybody to contest, because I contested for Miss D2 and it was a one-day show. And then Miss Western is the next pageant that I have contested, and I saw it to be the right platform for every lady out there who want to contest for a certain pageant. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and that was Anas, if you can go back a bit, in her green, beautiful costume for the Easter night. I think the next one was Akosia. It seems like Akosia is growing fat by the day. Am I getting it wrong?
Going on now.
That was Akosia. Can we actually see some of the faces that are born? And that's Abigail, right?
It is.
Actual Abigail. One of the sweet voices we had with Miss McCarthy as well, and another beautiful gem we also had. And then we had Sika as well. And again, yes. Was it the night of the next time? Let's give it up for her. She came in. But it seems that when it comes to terms, she's actually been the one have the best terms in the pageant, from Niger to Tetelesta to what again? Chingy and all of that. Right. And I think this was a night where Priscilla made that beautiful grammar scenario. She was part of First Fight, right? Yes. And today she's actually not with us. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, the team can help us with the voting chart for week 1. I want to take a look. This is why I get so happy. You know why I'm happy? Because this is where the first can be the last. Ladies and gentlemen, you take a look at the first week, and Phyllis is actually Rob showed. Let me say that. Phyllis is actually on top of her world, just by a slim margin away from Takwa, which is Melda. And then right after her, you had Ikuya. I want to ask Ikuya actually about this. People always have a different focus with people representing Utakrade. Even in fact, you're the first person to know. How do you pull your shots to get this height of vote, despite the locality and what people perceive about it?
It all depends on how you organize yourself.
So you think you organize yourself, right?
I was well organized.
And have you had the best engagement with your people?
Yes, of course.
All right. So immediately after that, we came back and Ya was calling downstairs with Let's Go, followed by Priscilla, I think Hajia. Oh, where did Hajia? Where did that join get? Okay. And then we had Clara, we had Anas, and then Sewa also was struggling so much. I think the star performer was just after Ikiayanki, right? So she was 4th on vote. And then best costume for the week was the first on the voting chart. Ladies and gentlemen, if we get to week 2, as things got quite exciting from there. But before that, did anybody feel threatened that they didn't make it up to the first 5? Laurie, did you feel threatened you were not part of the first 5? Were you asking questions? Were you asking? The first week, I mean.
The first week and second week.
No, the first week.
The first week was the
So the second week, yeah.
I was part of the first week.
You were? Oh, really? I see. So you were you, Priscilla, Anita, Phyllis, and then who again?
Sewa.
And then Sewa. Second
No,
week.
McCarthy.
So you had McCarthy, you,
Phyllis, Anita, and McCarthy.
and McCarthy. So, okay.
Phyllis wasn't in the best, but she got the best costume.
She wasn't in the but she got the best costume.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So moving on, you Pearl, you were not there
No.
for the second week. How did you feel?
I wasn't disappointed because I
Did you feel
didn't really
threatened?
prepare. No.
Jealous?
I
One
didn't prepare.
so often I need to register.
No.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes.
You seem like being a lady than a girl. You've all been there. Tell me the truth.
The truth is, I wasn't prepared, so I realized I wasn't going to get anywhere. Yes.
I see. Alright. So we moved to week 3, and that was where things felt a bit, should I say, weird and different. Though some people also decided that they will maintain their positions. In fact, that particular week, what did we actually enjoy from you guys? Come again. So you had people present on Takwa, you had Kanga Crow. That was the day you did the rap. Who wrote that for you? Did you write it yourself or it was written for you? Jessica. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Who wrote that for you?
My friend.
Your friend. Yeah. What's his name? Or they are more than one?
He's Henry.
Come again, Henry?
Yes, please.
Okay, so he wrote the lyrics for you.
Yes.
He wrote the lyrics for you. Okay. How did you feel doing that particular performance? You were a star performer for them?
Yes, please.
Really? How did you feel doing it?
I don't know how to express it though, but
the energy was there?
Yes, everything was okay.
If you kindly go back for me, I want to actually show my people something about Lorraine's costume. Yes, Lorraine, how much does this watch cost? Because I've only seen 2 people in Ghana wearing that particular watch, you and my CEO. So I want to know how much it costs. You wear the silver one, CEO wears the golden one. So I want to know how much it costs. Maybe it can pay for my fee, so I'll start coming to your house as a slave. Tell me.
I have no idea. Sierra Collection did the magic.
Oh, you have no idea who did the magic?
Sierra Collections.
Oh, I see. I see. Tell them to do a magic for me.
Sure.
Now, back to Jesse on that particular performance, if we can actually see. That was the day you served the judges some delicacies, I believe. Right?
Yes, please.
Amazing. Now, you always have this knack of coming on stage as a comic feature. Not a comedian, but you try to add some comics to what you do. Is it because of how you are, or it is because of who is actually behind your concept?
It is because of what I am.
Your personality.
Yes.
So you choose to do that because it fits your personality.
I will say that. But it will depend on the kind of concepts that I'm bringing. Yes.
At the end of the day, after doing the performance, before the judges would have called all of you back on stage to award, how were you feeling? Were you thinking it was going to be another one for you as star performer for that week? Not at all.
Yeah.
I see. Let me ask Melda. In this particular point, where were you that particular week?
Okay, so that was the first time I made it to the top 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Week 3.
Yeah.
So what did they change for you?
I think I rehearsed more. Yes, I think the rehearsal helped.
Okay. So why did you choose this costume? Or you were actually an underground engineer we don't know?
As you know, Tapa is the hub of gold. Therefore, we have numerous mining firms, so it's quite easy to come out with a costume like this.
Oh, I see. Anyway, nothing catches my eyes more than the foot, the shoe, actually. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that was week 2. Star performer was Jessie for the night, and we had the next one go to. Yes, and that was announced winning the Primark Challenge that particular week, I believe. What was the feeling? Social media borders.
Honestly, when this challenge came up, I didn't think I could win the challenge, but then I also felt like it's a challenge, so you just have to try your best, do your best, and see what comes out of it. And God being so good, my best was well rewarded by winning the challenge.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to get to see some of the people who are not with us, the 8 that are not with us, the images that they took for week 3. We have Abigail, who represented the people of Tapa, coming beautifully dressed in kente. This is Clara. Clara also came for 2nd B. Hajia, who was normally called B2 by the fans, right? Yes, and then we had, no, she was called Hajia for real, rather, right? Yes. And this was McCarthy, one of the persons who left a good mark in the name of Miss Western 2022. 11 times in first 5, right? 11 times. 9 times in first 5. And then this is Priscilla, the person who, if we had not taken time and was not evicted, might be miscongenial to the end. And this is the most eloquent I've ever seen. And then we had Mawa, the comedian of the house we lost along the line. I think one of the people who feel so pain about her eviction is Erica, the big artist. I don't know whether she had unfinished business with her, or you did have unfinished business with her. I see. I am wondering what kind of business it is, but we will do that discussion later. Ladies and gentlemen, all this while, eviction was not happening. So, Phyllis, how were you feeling? Oh, yeah. What was the feeling like when you finish and then you be like, thank you very much, we'll meet again next week?
I was happy.
Really?
Yes, I was happy.
I see. Week 4. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, immediately after doing the beautiful cultural display, we had Jessie Star Performer, and the immediate award goal, which was what? Most creative, go to McCarthy for the night. And then week 4 comes. Now, this is where it was getting exciting. I'm sure that was the first week of eviction, right? Good. So the debate was the first week of eviction. We have spoken about it for months. The girls thought it was a joke. I just use girls. We've spoken about it for months. The queens thought it was just a joke. The whole program started. Votes kept crawling in. So all along, we end the show, and then eviction is happening for that particular week. Akosia, when you heard that there will be eviction that night, what was the feeling like?
Though I was scared, but I wasn't all that, let's say, Yeah, because when I was coming, my sister was like, well, it's all that. Anyway, I'm going to face you, I had. So, although I was.
Did you make it to first five that week?
No.
Okay. Now, to the star performer for that night, which was Sarah, what did the magic for you for that particular night? Tell us.
Actually, I can't tell because debate was something that day was my first time being on stage debating. So I wasn't expecting me being the star performer for the night, but it happened. So I was very excited to be the star performer.
To you and us, that particular week, things got a bit emotional for you at a point in time with your partner. You were having intrusions of conversations. What happened?
Okay, so in as much as it was a competition and we were both assigned to various partners, I felt like we had to make statements. We had to make a statement as partners. So we are going to debate on a topic. But one thing we had in mind as a team was we are going to educate our viewers as well. So I think we worked together to bring up the best of points, knowing that we are not only fighting against ourselves or debating against each other, but we are educating our viewers and audiences as well.
Right, so to you, Hell, coming out as the most eloquent for the night, how did you feel and what did you pick up from that?
Okay, so I was excited because I didn't know I was going to get it. Let me put it this way. All that I had, and then how my sisters came out, my queens came out. I thought lots of people would deserve it, but I didn't know I was actually going to get the most eloquent. Yes.
Amazing. On that particular night, who was your favorite judge for that particular night? We had Natalia Panza and then we had Maoto Piano. Who was your favorite judge for that? And then we had Jumi as well. Who was your favorite judge? Mr. Jumi. Why?
I love this particular judge because for him, he speaks the truth. When he sees any mistake in you, he will tell you that this is what you are doing wrong. So just pick it up from it and come out next time.
Yeah,
the best performer.
Sure. I think we should give a round of applause for Ikea and his But we have a more round of applause if we get to see the one who came in as Ifya Koto. Let's get to see the lawyers for the day. Right. What inspired the costume, your other?
We're debating on a national issue, and then I think e-levy is one important thing that goes into the government. So lawyer costume I felt would be the best for the night for second government.
What were you part of first five that week?
No, very disappointing.
Why was it disappointing for you?
My partner and I, we felt we did so well because we weren't shouting, we felt we were so much on point.
Who was your partner?
And
Okay.
I was actually disappointed a little bit.
If you were part of first five for week 4, hands up. Yeah, you see, yeah. Hands up for me. Give me a wave up a bit in the skies. Let me see like this. Oh, please put it up. Yes. 1, 2. Right. Anita, you had escaped away from star performer for 2 weeks. I don't know what Jonas are. I don't know what Jonas are. So what was going wrong for you?
Actually, there was some economy so
You felt like it was just time for you to go. But did that actually get you to think that no, people are doing their best, they are pushing harder to make sure they also attain the best of heights? Did they put any threat on you?
Yeah.
Did you learn a lesson from it?
Of course.
what was the lesson? Share with us. We want to know. You can't keep it to yourself. Stop being greedy. Okay.
Okay, so
Well, I made that on a soft spot, actually.
I decided to work on my confidence and then practice more. Should I say rehearse more? Yes.
So,
my script.
if someone is on top of the game, right, and they've not been able to, maybe if they were on top of their game, all of a sudden they were not at a point, what would be your advice to them?
This is not the end of the road for them, so they should just keep moving.
I see. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, right after this, the sad news came that first week, eviction began. And who went home? It was Ya. To you, Ikea, how did you feel seeing Ya go home? Was she your roommate though?
Yes.
She was your roommate. How did you feel when you saw that she was going home?
It was a sad moment then, but at the end of the day, a delegate has to go. So we expected.
You expected that. Phyllis, for someone like you, seeing Ya actually go home, I think you guys are more to the north of the region. Did it come as a shock to you?
It didn't really come as a shock, but I was sad. I like her so much, especially how she speaks. So I was learning something from her. I wasn't expecting her to leave that early, yeah, but then I was not great.
Ladies and gentlemen, from here, I want us to do a quick analysis of week 3 and week 4's voting chart, and let's see a difference. As we get to see that, just know that we are still here with you at the beautiful edifice of the Eagles Lodge located at Airport Road in the center of Takoradi. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the voting chart for week 3. If I could get, this is for week 4. So week 4, we still have Phyllis actually. We have Anita leading the charts. The question is, do you have a way of balancing? It's like some of you play lottery between your performance and your vote. I don't know whether it's been noticed by some of you. It's like when there is a better performance, the voting are normally not concerned. When there is a higher performance, when there is like the performance didn't meet expectation, you realize the vote is actually pushed. Is it a strategy you studied, or some of you have studied? I'm coming to you actually. Is it a strategy some of you have studied just to see how you just work, or you thought it was just you trying to just, or that was what you had?
Okay, for me, sometimes the voting comes like, I don't even know, I'm not aware of where the vote comes from.
This your answer, you want to go.
But I know it's definitely from my fans out there, so.
I see. Now, for you, Phyllis, you are actually maintaining your height, though you were not the first for that week compared to week 1 and week 2. What happened that particular week that, though it was a slim margin, it was still noticeable that Anita took up your position? What was the issue for that week, for that to happen?
I wanted to give her some chance.
I see. I see. Just a I see. For Melda, that week you were out of first 3 because you've been there in the first 2 weeks. Was it also a strategy, or you were just getting lost out of the competition?
I think everybody who watches you values the person's money. So since I value my money, if you don't give me a good show, you're not getting a good vote. That's how I see it.
So for you felt you were not actually giving a good show.
That is how
the voting were not actually pushing for you.
Yeah.
Does it resonate with some of you the same? Laurie, do you have such a situation for us? Get to speak to me. How does it work? So it's like they want to see you do better.
Yes. Your performance tells them the amount of money they should put in for the vote. So if you deliver so well, then they know, okay, this day the girl has delivered, so let me push her to the top. But if you don't, they also relax.
I see. Wow. What does this particular thing notice teach you, particularly yourself?
Okay, it teaches me that I should always put in my best, so that my fans will also give me the best by voting.
I see. Right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to see that of week 3 and do this comparative analysis as I wish to. We had firstly that day as a peer, Anita and then Phyllis, with Melda coming in as 4th, and the rest actually having their bar. Come here. That's this week 3. Let's get to see week 4 first. I get to give you a mark of what I mean. This week 3.
Yeah.
So for week 3, Phyllis tops the chart. Anita is 2nd. Ikia Yankee is 3rd. One person that, though I've asked her, I just wonder how she's able to do it. And then Melda comes in 4th. Now let's go to week 4. Week 4, we hope we also have a similar situation, right? The first 4 are in the 4. Let's get to you, Akusua. If you get to see the chart and you look at the gap between, let's say, Anita and you, are you not discouraged? Does it bring you tears? And what do you think is the problem?
Although, like, it saddens me, though, but I have nothing to do.
Are you sure? So what about you?
Okay, so honestly speaking, where I come from, they don't help. Trust me, they don't help. They can see you and be like, oh, I'll vote for you, or we'll be voting
because
for you.
I wouldn't want to say I resonate with you, though I do, because if you are getting most eloquent for week 4, I think what my people are saying should resonate with you, that if you are doing so well, it should reflect in your vote. But let's take a look at Pearl for week 3 and see whether that is the case. So this is week 3 or week 4?
Week 3.
Week 3. So week 3 Pearl is around 2,500. Let's go to week 4. This is week 4. So we come to Pearl and it's almost the same place.
Yes. They don't help.
Do you think this is going to cause issues for you as we move into grand finale? What preparations are you putting in place to see that this problem does not happen to you?
Okay, so I've spoken to my assemblyman about it, and he's trying to put measures to it. So that one way or the other, we will try to generate something small from our Queen Mothers and those that are willing to help. Yes.
Right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's get to the week where I call the moment of transformation. Week 5, and that was Mother's Day. Beginning with Phyllis. Share your testimony. When did you prepare your script? How did you prepare it? And what was the appreciation for you?
This day, I came to the house with my script, and then not knowing I had deviated. So I had to try my best to change everything Saturday and Sunday morning. I didn't know I was going to put up the best of performance, but then it went well.
What is your best performance so far? What do you
One
are
of
so
them.
much delighted in?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that's the costume you wear.
Yeah.
Give it up for him. Amazing. What is with you and I call it the Indomie wig? How do you guys see her when she's actually in the wig? Like a superstar. She looks more like Gifty Anthony. Where is it you want to see?
It's at the house.
So we'll see it on final? Right. So now we had Pearl immediately after being Miss Eloquent come in as star performer. How did you do it?
I don't know, but I really wanted to make my mommy proud. She was always like, Pearl of the coast, Poncho, to start performing your mom. And to cook mama, name your veggie. The Poncho to call Mamati.
Jokoma.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the beautiful time when mom and her daughter were actually exchanging pleasantries. Put everything aside and watch Pearl with another eye and get to admire God's creation. This girl is beautiful. Tu say, "I'm going born and I say, hey, my bully back." A round of applause for her. But Erica was saying, the comedy, the dorsal. Right. So as we get to actually wait for that, this was a moment where Pearl's mother was giving out the plaque to her daughter. And the smiles just behind all of you tells how beautiful that moment was. That night, there was another, that was most innovative. And it went out to Melda. Okay, let's get to Melda now. Right, what did you do that night?
I did affiliation.
It was the night you did the affiliation now. So, what would you say did the knack for you? And were you expecting anything less than what you had? Did it feel like a moment of relief?
Yes, I would actually say that week was my best performance because I feel I moved from grass to praise that particular week.
I see.
And what worked for me would be, I think I went different. I came in with a uniqueness. Everybody came in performing, celebrating their mothers, but affiliation makes it a bit different. So I think that made a difference for me.
Right. So, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we had that particular week. Though it was Mother's Day, there was a mission. As to who gets to go home, let's get to see that. Second won star performer for the night, and second also had to go home, and that was Clara. What's your fond memories of Clara, Jessica?
She only sits beside me and we'll be conversing. That would be where she would go to.
We'll be having a conversation.
Okay. Yes.
Whenever she sits beside me, we'll be having a conversation.
Yes. Whenever she sits beside me, we'll be having a conversation. That was the day that I fought with her. And that was the same day that she went home. That was so sad.
Do you think your fight is constant?
Oh no.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's really constant. It was a different thing altogether.
Two people go home, Sewa. Now the game is getting tough. Were you part of first side for this week? No. After Peter Lester. Did it feel scary? Threatened? Did you think you go home?
No, because that particular day was Mother's Day, so everybody was trying to put up her best to appreciate what her mother has done for her. So I was not sad or feel like I'll be evicted. But all the same, my friend was evicted.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, Fred was evicted. Let's get to see what happened on the voting chart. And that particular week, oh, I see. Plot twist. So, most innovative for the night is the leader on the voting chart after remaining fourth on the whole show for about 3 weeks. So, does this confirm, Melda, that your situation of saying that indeed your performance can pull out the votes?
I'm sure
It is.
Yeah.
For you, Phyllis, that particular week, that was the week you entered into first five. What has been with you and having your vote always like bambering with the big boys out?
I would say my people are always ready to support me, no matter how my performance come out, either bad or good.
Don't you think you're giving us too much of a right that we are not ready for? Don't you think, hard girls need too much? Hard queens need too much?
Oh, me, how be I say, you know, you're by say, you be dear,
I into one room, buddy.
Yes.
Anyway, now, with you particularly, that week, looking at the story you shared, looking at what you saw, did it give you a thought that, look, no matter what, I'm still going on, I'm still doing it all?
Yes, I learned one thing from that day, and it was whenever you speak out, as in you come out yourself, like you express yourself naturally, it helps.
I see.
Yes.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to week 6. And that week we had the myth, superstition, and taboo. The myth, superstition, and taboo. From that particular week, we were having now 16. So before that week, we had 18 contestants. It later moved to 17, where Iya was evicted. The next person to be evicted was Clara, and then we had that was the Kangaroo Kung Fu. Kangaroo Kung Fu. What inspired your costume for the night?
Okay, so I wanted to come in very different, and also I chose my costume according to the script, according to my script and my concept.
Beautiful. Were you part of first fight for that week?
No, very disappointed.
You were very disappointed.
Very.
Were you disappointed in yourself or in your judges?
Okay. I would say it's all good because I saw myself that I've delivered so well. I was on point. And even the comment that came from the judges were also good too. I was very disappointed not to be part of the best.
I see. Right. So that particular week, we had most conceptual to be McCarthy, who is not here with us unfortunately because she had a addiction. That was the day she did the Anansi thing, right? For you, Sewa, I would say, how did you see that particular concept channel from McCarthy?
It was very good, and then that was very creative. Although I don't know why she tried to act like Anansi, but for the look of things, her act and everything was on point. So I'll give the conceptual act to her.
And amazingly, the most innovative the previous week came out as star performer, and that was Melda. So for you, Melda, what actually did the magic for you becoming star performer that week?
Like I said earlier, week 5 was me changing from grass to grace. So I felt like, yes, I have come up now, I can do it, and then I made it in the next week.
Keep speaking. Keep talking.
Yeah, so I told myself, since I've been able to be most innovative the previous week, if I put in my best, if I work on my confidence, if I rehearse my scripts very well, I'm sure I can do it. And hey, I need it again.
That particular week, we actually had you coming in here for the mustache. What was the inspiration for that particular costume anyway?
So, per my concept.
What was the concept?
I think I was presenting on taboo.
So your
And I wanted to come in as a drunkard.
Okay. So that was what motivated your particular costume.
Yes.
Get to speak to Anas. That particular week, 5 weeks into it, your name has not really been engaged, voting is not really going on. Did you feel disappointed? Did you think you were not part of the whole race actually?
I didn't feel that way because I think the previous week, which was the Mother's Day week, I had good votes. I happened to be part of top 5 for both performance and votes. So I feel like that was the turning point or the starting point for me, if I should say. So I was hoping to either maintain or upgrade that performance, and the next week it didn't go as planned. I wasn't discouraged because I knew that it took me 5 weeks to get to top 5. So if I'm falling today, then it means if I do more and motivate myself very well, I'll be able to make it. So that kept me going.
Now we get to see the voting chart for week 6. Let's get to see that. And that week, bars were now raising. Things were changing. Surprisingly, Akosia is leading the chart. What did you do? And I hope for Jessica Gary. Was it because your registrar was around?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did the magic?
When it comes to voting, I know nothing about it.
Okay. Speak. Let's go.
When it comes to voting, I know nothing about it.
And all of a sudden, one of the people who is not with us, Hajia, decided to give you guys a show. For you, how did you feel? Seeing Hajia's vote up there, bringing you down. Now it's like, hey, first one, you more. They are out. Look at where Anita is. Phyllis is not having any feelings anymore. Melda is melted down to 0. How did you feel? Did you feel scared? Threatened?
This is where I was safe. Yes, so it was normal.
Yes, I'm very neat. That's what the end is week 6. On this one, you go week 7. Ladies and gentlemen, that particular week, we had what I call Makwan Saba. Pearl said, oh, Melda, it's our Balakitwa, you have more chance. I will just start performing, giddy. I'm in trying to get to it. And then Pearl came back the week 7, which was dealing with African countries, and ran home with star performance. But before she actually did this amazing one, one person also who didn't have a good week, which was week 6, was Anas. Ladies and gentlemen, just like Melda will say, she had a grass to grace role. Anas also had a situation, or a same situation, by coming in beautifully that week. Not Anas, Sewa as the best national costume. The week she earned Omo Niger. Let's get to see that costume for the night actually, as we get to ask here a few questions. As we wait for that, let me ask you, Sewa, what actually inspired it? Is it because of your fashion sense and how you've actually been engaged with fashion as a program in school? That's why you decided to put so much into that particular craft.
It was African countries and I was representing Nigeria. So I was supposed to dress like a Nigerian, typical Nigerian. That's how I came by my costume.
So what inspired the style of the costume?
Okay.
Did you pick it from a particular tribe of the Nigerians, or
yes.
Which one was that?
The Yoruba.
The Yoruba. Right, let's get to Pearl. How did you do it? Being the first person to win Star Performer 2 times. What did you do?
Honestly, I wasn't expecting it. It was all by surprise. I mean, the second one, it was all by surprise because everyone did well.
Which country do you represent?
Ethiopia.
Addis Ababa.
Yes.
Right, I see. Ladies and gentlemen, week 6 and week 7 was actually a big shock to Everyone Entertainment for the sake of the people who were evicted. For week 6, the best sensation of the house, Mawena, had to say goodbye. And week 7, Abigail from Takwa had to also bid us goodbye. I think one of the people she was close to was you. How did you feel? And Mawena's friend was Anita as well. Anita could admire Mawena's beauty and be like, hey, I wish I was like the 2 of us. Yeah. So Phyllis, for you, for Abigail going home, what was the feeling like?
I was so sad.
Did you cry?
No, I don't cry easily, but then I was sad.
Amongst the delegates who went home, which one of them was so emotional for all of you?
Marina.
Really?
Yes.
What was the difference for her? Why?
Should I say she's the happiness? She's everything. She makes everybody happy. She serves us food. Everything. She was all in one. So we love her so much.
Did you enjoy your star performer seeing Marina go home?
No.
If you could have saved her, what would you have done? You just start performer and go home and then allow her stay. I see. That would not happen, right? No. But you wish you could have saved.
Yes.
I see. For Noah leaving and Abigail also getting evicted the next week, it didn't really come so good even to staff and yes, roommates. Who are roommates to those two? Hands up. Yes. Anita, with you, Nyamia Boniye, and then all of a sudden, Nyamia Boniye de Kofi. How do you feel?
It was very sad because for me, she happened to be my bedmate. Like, I was sleeping on the same bed with her. So, I'm very annoyed.
Oh, okay. So this was the day she came with a... I see. Now, you were speaking about the fact of grass to grace. Was it the same for the situation here? Were you part of First Five?
This is the point I would say I was emotionally depressed. No two ways about this. I felt that was the first time I had kept in extra work in my scripts, like extra work in preparation, my rehearsals and all that. And boom, I came to stage and I forgot my lines. The music was supposed to play at the background backfired. Like nothing went right on stage that day. I was very, very down that particular day, but still, we came up again, exactly.
All right. Moving on to week 8. The week where immediately we thought all hope was lost for Isikafo Amantem. Week 8, Isikafo Bantem. And that's Scansing star performer, winning it for the first time. What was the feeling like for you winning it that particular week?
This star performer meant a lot for me because for the previous week, I was in for star performer like never before, which was the days where we were supposed to represent African countries. I had Togo, I had school and all, but then I was so poised at it, making it star performer. I came to dance like with all that was in me, and I made it to top 5. For that, I was happy, but I didn't win star performer. So I felt like this week it must not go because it was on the same plate from Togo. We're going to Volta region. So I feel like today I have to kill it for the star performer with all that I had, and thanks to God, I could do that week with all that I had.
Do you think that your moment of enjoying glory on stage comes with when you put your dancing art?
Yes, because this week 8 was talent week, and talent being something that you already have in you, it really helped because I could do it and do it very well, so I gave it my all.
Amazing. And immediately, with 7, Belda is not part of star performer, she's not part of first 5. Now you move straight back to most creative. What did you do right this time again?
Okay, so I think the judges, the audience, everybody saw me on that as somebody who dressed very well to come on stage. I'm always dressing corporate official. I come in nicely or neatly dressed. But I just came to stage, boom, selling sobolo. I'm like, hey. And everybody was wondering what she's doing with that bowl selling the sobolo. But I think talent, I came in with a poetic act and I think it helped me very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, that particular week, there was no eviction. But if there was, Jessica, what do you think would have been on her way home? Be very honest. That week, who do you think would go home?
Myself.
Why?
Because
there you go, yeah.
hey, rehearse I was like yeah. See me see I'm rap ni pa. Matari am bana me number 1. The great Nigeria. It wasn't easy.
What lesson did you learn from that particular day?
That day, the most important lesson that I learned was no matter what, bring your dress early. Yes, I was saying that. Yeah.
Make sure your costume is on time.
Seriously.
Amazing. I hope you all heard that. Grand finale, there will be no reason for excuse. Right? So please, grand finale, make sure you have your costume a day before. Otherwise, you know what is at stake for you. Ladies and gentlemen, there was no eviction, but we moved to week 9, which was the tourism week. And beautifully, Anna set a record. A round of applause for her. So Kel came in, the first person to go with a double-decker star performer. But Anna was like, hey girl, take it easy. Take it easy. Let me show you how it is done. She picks it week 8, back on week 9, she goes on it back to back. And she was like, oh, girl, I would train. And asked, how did you do that?
So I would say that a fire had already started burning in me. So I just had to put in more. I had to keep it burning.
Just
no
pour
matter
it in the fuel.
Yes.
The paraffin, just like that.
Yes, to keep the fire burning more.
Do you feel so good? So happy that this one is coming again, second time.
I was so happy because I would say this week was one of my most comfortable weeks because I think the act that I came up with was something I had known already. I had already heard of it. So it was just like I'm sharing my experience with artists and judges, and that helped me to.
Right now, that particular week we have Finalists also joined in the first 2 with a beautiful one. The week I was actually not well. So how did you also do this for yourself after a long while of getting to receive?
My award came in as a big surprise. See, they even mentioned my name to be part of the top 5, but then I didn't hear because I was expecting it. Remember Mandarin and God being so good, I was part of the top 5 and also received the second award, which was most adventurous.
Sure.
And this day actually helped me because my people were so proud of me and then happy that I talked about one particular tree which is unique in the whole world, but it's only located in Asankraghan. And yeah. I was so happy.
Thank you very much. So at this time, then it means we had announced with 2 Star Performer Awards. Pearl also having 2. Anita, you had 1 at that time, and then you had another award which was what was creative. So you had just 1 award which was Star Performer, and as you had 2, no other awards again. Melda, you had how many? 1. So you had most creative, most innovative, and then Star Performer. So you had 3, and then you had Star Performer 2. No, Star Performer 2, and then most eloquent. So you were actually battling up awards in terms of numbers with her, and you were still battling up in terms of Star Performer with Anas. We are before Anas. Let me ask you directly. We are before Anas. So how did you do it, or how do you do it? Is it just you always wanting to play your civil engineering formula in everywhere you find yourself?
Yes.
Determination, focus, and then just go get it.
Sure.
I see. Ladies and gentlemen, that moves us to week 10. And that was a fashion show immediately after this particular one. Quite a different one. This time you were going to come in, I think I learned the 3 F's: fit, form, and what? Functions. Sure. So you were going to come in this time not speaking so much, but to give us this particular thing. And we had the most fashionable to be fearless. What was the feeling? Fearless. After chalking it, that was from week 9 and week 10, back to back.
I was happy. Very happy because that day too, I was praying for my designer to win an award. If she won and then I didn't get anything, I would have been so happy because this woman has been doing, she has been trying, she has been working so hard.
And I honestly, like, you guys should just clap for yourselves. Let's be honest. Let's put everything aside. Your designers are so amazing. But I want to ask this. How did you feel X1 giving them the platform to shine? To everybody. Anyone who wants to speak should just pick the microphone. Let me start with you, Anita. Pastor Nostra, giving you you will say a flower. What time to be proud? How do you feel that they were on TV? We get to welcome them, celebrate them.
I would say it's a privilege for them.
Has it brought any news result? Have you heard anything from her?
Of course, people want to go there for to design for them to design their dresses for them. So they will be having calls. Okay, so you did this dress for Anita. Like they would want to go there for their dress.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. Immediately that happened after their designers came. Pearl Bambrin with numbers with Melda and Star Performer with Anas. Melda was like, hey, he joke for you guys. Okay. You are doing too. Don't worry. I'm setting my piece. And then she comes in, points Anas to the left, Pearl to the right, and then she comes in as Star Performer for the week. Melda. And how did you do it?
I would say it's good because that particular week, I wanted Star Performer so badly. No one sort of like me.
When you guys say that, I don't really understand. When you say you want it so badly, how I want to understand.
Okay, so fashion week, you have to buy a lot of things to design your costume. A lot of revenue has to go into this costume. And a lot of cost has to go into this costume. And I bet you wouldn't like to know the amount I spent on that tiny thing I was wearing. So I felt like, okay, my boha, let me just do my best and then at least get something out of the money I spent. I only say the money I wasted, but the money I spent. So I was so happy getting the stuff from for that night.
Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all these things are going on and Ikea is with us. Be it most of it, first 5. Did you ever see yourself there?
Not really.
Not really. How does it make you feel?
I always question myself with that.
And going into finals, does it give you a scare?
No, please. But I see it that I've learned.
Again, would you say that since the day you actually walked into the house and comparing yourself to now, there's been a massive change in terms of your style and the way you speak?
Yes, please.
I see. If you should go through finals and we are done, what would you want to tell somebody about Miss Weston? Their personal experience.
I'll tell that person outside that Miss Wasting pageantry. This pageantry is a way of learning, teaching and learning, because over the week, what you learn, what you learn and rehearse is more than what you can grasp.
Right. Just to summarize, week 11, week 12, we had festival and celebrating high life. Anita, after a long while, comes in with a big overhaul to chalk star performer. Anas coming in as most organized for festival, which I think that week you danced as well. Amazing. So it means aside tourism, almost all your performances where you had award had dance performances, right? Aside the only papa. And then that week was where we had Amma McCarthy go home. Some of you felt relieved, true or false? Why? She was a pain in the ass. So you were happy you went to 50-50. Why do you say that?
Because she's always nailing it. It's like she's always fighting with us. She was actually a great threat. Even though she was my roommate, I liked her and all that, but then she was a threat. And I'm sure she was a threat to most of us. Yes.
Jesse, do you think when she leaves, it will increase the avenue for you to enter fresh life?
No, I didn't really think about that. Honestly, because I think what you do is what you gain. Yes, so I didn't really think she was a threat to me.
Oppose. Talent week with your blind I was actually not watching. I got home and surprisingly it was a performance I read. Black sheets, right? Good. And the whole act is depicting a blind person going for a blind beat. How do you do it? And in fact, do you think Amma McCarthy's, were you surprised but still quite happy about Amma McCarthy's eviction?
Let's go for the first question. That was the talent show.
Yeah.
That time I was in school and preparing for my examination. So my sister was the one writing my script for me. So she came, I was like, okay, I'm a singer, I like to sing. And the type of music that I want is gospel. So I wanted to sing a gospel song, but she said no. When it comes to competition, it's not about the gospel. So I should take in maybe a love song. And he asked me, she asked me, which type of love song do I know? And I said, okay, this song, Perfect. And she came in like, okay, you sing the song while the guy playing the saxophone touching you, and it's like, hey, I can't do that. and she came in with that blind testing. She thought I wouldn't do it, but I think I did it and did it.
And you came first 5?
No.
You don't?
No, I was at first 5 in that was the tourism.
The tourism, okay. Let's give it up for her. The blind one moved the blind. And then we get to have Melda coming in with 12 to be the first person to go with star performer 3 times, right? That was the week you actually did that. And then most creative, Anita. So it means by that week you have had how many awards?
5.
And then you?
2 star performer and most creative.
And then that week you also had, okay, so it was 3. And then Anna, you had how many? 3 now. Pearl, 3. So you had you with 5, 3-star performer, and then, okay. And then week 13, Anita says, give us a break, Melda. Let me show you how it's done. And then now you come to give us 3-star performer, and then 1 most creative, and then we have 3. Jessica having 1, Sewa also having 2 now, because the last week you gave us a show. Let's give it up for Sewa actually. That performance was beautifully done. Osofo into the MCA first 5. Yes. I don't know, but anytime, it looks like anytime Melda's costume matches her performance, it doesn't really go well. Oh yeah, lawyer. Lord, I'm mad. Oh yeah, so for you, but ladies and gentlemen, as we get to round up for the week, the voting chart will be displayed. But then this is what I've actually couched to ask a few people, starting with you, Laurie. You've been handling this whole thing with school, forgetting about distance. Even from Takwa to this place is not a joke. If you are coming for school, if you are talking about school as well, you come from Kumasi to this place. What has been your motivation to still stand on your ground, to be here, which is finally approaching?
It's all about the passion and love I have for my community and what I want to do for them. That is what is keeping me to move forward. Yes. Not giving up on what's going on.
Sure. Now we go to the voting chart and we get to see that there was a bit of difference also from at a point in time. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to realize that this was actually week 13, and we have Anita topping the list, Melda following. Just like when we started week 1, where Anita topped the list with Phyllis 2nd. But this time Melda is 4th. Let's go to the 12th and get to see what happened there as well. And the surprise actually in the week is how Ekuyayanki, who used to be part of those who were spreading the gospel in first 4, now almost lost in the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, with 12 we have Melda topping the voting chart. That's one thing I want to ask you. You'll be one of the people that even when you are performing, the vote is matching. At a point when you are not also performing, you are not even in first 5, the vote is also working. Did you get an investor at a point?
Okay, so all the work will be from my family, particularly my big sister Golda.
Okay.
I thank her so much for how far she has brought me. It has been her support through my votes, my performances, my script, everything is Golda. And then I want to say a very big thank you to her.
Now let's ask the puzzle about Anas too. I have to craft a name for her called the fixed voter. Let's take Anas. This is week 12, right? Let's go to week 11. Now, why do I give you that name? It looks like anytime there is votes going on, maybe I would die now. There's like, there is, I don't know how to put it, but let's say you cap yourself to an amount. Oh, say this week 200. 200. Yeah, pursue. David. Oh yeah. Are you doing this because you are piling up for finals to give us a shock that we are not to expect, or you just believe you don't have to do that? That's your strategy.
Honestly, I have no package for the grand finale. We are just hoping that things will change for the grand finale.
Speaking about that, do you feel scared for grand finale? That you might have the fixed situation that when vote they do this, I bet cap, like you've been seeing in the weeks?
No, I'm not scared because I believe that in everything it's good. Someone might just see your profile video for grand finale and would be like, I like this, but the person, God might have this person's table like 10,000 Ghana cedis for you, of which I'm looking up to that miracle for grand finale.
Amen.
Yes, and me being a fixed voter, I think my fans probably they've decided that every week they are going to give me 1 CD. So that's what they've been doing the whole week. But I want to urge them that grand finale 1 CD doesn't survive in grand finale. So they should add probably 2 zeros to the 1 CD to make it better.
That's each person.
Yes.
I see. Yeah, that's a total increase. Now let's go to Ikea. Now your vote is dropping, but performance is actually, you are getting better. Don't you think it is quite a dicey situation looking into what is going to be for finale? And how are you going to rectify that? Are you going to look at just pushing to a performance, or there's a special package I don't know about?
I think both.
Both.
Performance and both.
If you are supposed to go with a sash between fashionable, most talented, and then most eloquent, which one would you want to go home with?
Talent.
You want to go home with talent?
Yes.
I see. Do you want to tell us what your talent is for finals? A question for another day. All right, let me get to Akosia as well. Now, Akosia, we are speaking about Kodoko. I think you are also the first person to come from that community.
Yeah.
Good. Next year, surely Miss Western will be 5 years. We have to speak to someone about Miss Western from Kodoko. What will you tell the person?
Okay. I will tell the person Miss Western is the best platform for her to sell her hair and to sell herself out. Yeah. So she should come to get in some knowledge and let's say learn more things about pageantry.
Amazing. Let's give it up for her. Now to you, Phyllis. You seem to be, let me say, the one who has is yet to actually move to tertiary. When you look at your friends, but you're giving them a show. Not too easy it has been with you around. You think, looking at your votes too, you are always in the peak. I think she's never been fit before in vote, right? It's either first, second, and third. Do you think there is a special thing we don't know for grand finale when it comes to that?
When it comes to what?
Your vote.
There's no special thing about my vote.
I see. And with you actually also starting in all over, did you feel at a point scared? Hey, Charlie, the others are in the tertiary. I just completed secondary. And how did you feel about that? And if you have an advice for someone who has a similar situation, what would be your advice to them?
I always say this, nothing scares me. I always learn. I love to learn. I love to be with people who are ahead of me so that I will learn from them. And then I am determined for whatever I want to. So anyone who is below, let's say in education, or if you are among people who are ahead of you, nothing should stop you. Their faces, their age, their education level shouldn't scare you.
To Sewa, If we are supposed to get done with Miss Western, that will be by 23rd. Between the omoto we eat at home, the rice and stew, that's the one with the green sauce, right? And then the banku from Miss. This three all from Miss Doris. Which one would you miss the most? Let's give it up for it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to give the microphone to Jesse. Jesse, you are the one who has disturbed the house the most. True.
Please, is it true?
Oh, please, let me ask. Is it true?
Yeah.
Who is the biggest disturber?
Anas.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. I give up.
Okay, wait. Biggest disturber?
Anas.
You are trying to move.
Bestie.
Who? Melda. Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you agree? Your turn on part.
Your turn.
I don't think
The best comedian. What I just mentioned, don't talk, just point the person. The best comedian.
You can point this way.
Okay. The most silent.
Fearless. No.
The most silent.
Akosia.
Akosia is the most silent.
Lauren. It's Lauren.
Hey, I receive it. Alright, the most dangerous.
In terms of.
Is it?
In terms of attitude. Dangerous.
Okay. The sweet talker.
Anita.
Yes. The sweet talker.
Yes.
Really. But then, after all this, you guys are going to miss yourself. If you are going to miss something so well with you and us, what would it be from your colleagues?
I think I will miss everyone, but then I'm going to miss Melda and Anita most. Why? Because let me say, Melda has been, let's say, my personal groomer in the house. Aside the normal grooming we go about, we share us, and that I do the same with all my roommates, and I thank them for that because sometimes we rectify our mistakes even before the groomers get to know of our strengths. And Anita is always there giving us some funny moments in the house. I think I'll miss her. So, and I'll miss Phyllis when Phyllis, I don't know, she doesn't want to hurt anybody. She has to do it, but she doesn't want to, so it makes it funny because at the end of the day, they are deducting her marks, but there's nothing she can do about it. So I think I'll miss everyone equally. And I've learned from everyone, each and everyone here. I've learned from each person, and I want to thank them all for that.
So I'll miss 2 roommates.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, I'll miss everyone. Yeah, no, we say it off camera. Okay, so I'll miss the party that we had for Mr. Snide, but
you missed that particular. Ah, you were there?
Yes, I was there.
And
our swimming lesson.
Your swimming lesson.
I'll be going for the pool like so many times, but let me even say the extra.
But you know, you guys all know that at the moment, Miss Erica jealous about all of you. This year, she jealous. Let me be honest with you. See, on the Muslim on no move. But her parents didn't get to enjoy this luxury. She didn't. What I want jealousy. Ah, masas. Oh no, in the words is after I give them a good food. No, I say jealousy. Now, of course, if you want to actually hear what you've seen, what would be your word to people who are out there who have the biggest things to support this thing? And what would you tell them about how they should actually come on board to support this particular, not you particularly, but people who almost some will be, they've heard about it, but maybe they are just pulling their legs what would be your thoughts to them about in general? Yeah?
I will tell them that this particular program, it's very like educative. So they should come on board and help so that our region can go higher, because every day Accra. No, Western to it's Western, so they should also come on board and make Western region higher. That's all.
I see. Again, to you. Let me ask you this one. Amongst all the costumes I have worn, which one do you think looks so good on me?
Which week was that?
The festival week.
The
You were looking extraordinary.
I was looking extraordinary. Oh, I'm not surprised CEO was jealous of it. Oh yeah. And actually, there was a promise also from the logistics manager to give me a beautiful butter curry. So I'm sure I'm going to come in my beautiful regalia on Finals. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. But one thing I will say is a round of applause for yourself. I want you to do this because when we talk about growth, you guys have had it. And it's not just increasing, it's exponential. I saw some of you come in and you could shake to your marrow when you get on stage. Today you speak freely. And for me, it always gets me happy because I knew what we had to do from week 5 to get here. And some of you know it. So thank you very much. All I can tell you is that finale, give us an amazing show. Give us an amazing show. Perform to your heart. Do your best. Be yourself. Don't go and allow anybody to take you for a ride. Do your best. Be yourself. Pray to your God. Seek for support. And make sure you are in your best. The crown and car is for one of you. But the purpose, everybody can achieve it. Because there are different eyes coming to watch the same show. You don't know who might be there as your guardian angel. Make sure you get that person. That would mean to you at home that on the 23rd of July, Miss Western 2022 will be coming to a stop as we bring you grand finale. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be there with you and you know what to expect. If you are not with us, then you need to be with us. It is going to be superb, amazing, and a mega show. So prepare, brace yourself, support your favorite contestant. If you want to vote, it is *800 *567 and then your favorite contestant's code, and then you add hash. You can vote as many as you want. Voting is still ongoing as we move into grand finale. So if you know you actually want to do that, start doing that now. 10 contestants from 10 different communities walking into grand finale, but one person will be going on with the bragging rights, the brand new car, and also the one to embark on the regional tour with Aseda Foundation. Not forgetting that Eagles Lodge, that place of luxury, exquisite luxury, will be hosting the winner and the runner-ups for a beautiful moment of accommodation. And for me, the last thing I've enjoyed here is the food. Oh God. Please, can I have dinner actually? But ladies and gentlemen, we get to meet and stick and stay with us always on 1HD television, because we'll bring your way more content that will keep you content. My name is Michael Ofebuani. Keep with us.
It's X1 Entertainment.
It's Body Beats, the drum king.
African woman, black and made of gold, special woman, shine bright like a diamond, beautiful woman. You shine like a morning sun, African woman. Obiani when you knew what you are black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Powerful girl, I am black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Magical girl.
Yeah, yeah. Silent. I smile like a sign going. I'm innocent and free. I'm flying from coast to coast. I'm a queen and I believe I'm a black girl. Natural beautiful like the black rainbow. I am black and beautiful. I've been born here by the sun. I am black and beautiful. I'm blessed, I deserve the
You are
crown.
black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Powerful girl, I am black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Magical girl.
Say, beautiful lady, menjeje watata the baby. Hey, shebesi abanade to mudanya me metowaza minjibinachi. Apa, aja, I will take bullet for you, shatta. Many bobo done me show the man, yami amba man come no magata. Na sano kron we chicha, ampa. Ija with the nisimukakra, ampa. Nobody ya moto, ampa. Masani kita front and back, ampa. Na sano kron we chicha, ampa. Ija with the nisimukakra, ampa. Na nanto fe, na nakasa de that's all.
You are black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Powerful girl, I am black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Magical girl, you are black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are black and beautiful. Powerful girl, I am black and beautiful. Natural girl, you are.
After 13 weeks of massive performances, Western Region 4, Maya Radiana, who takes over from Kwanjami and continues her good works down for the people of Western Region, drives home the saloon car, sign up ambassadorial deals and gains the bragging rights. Ladies and gentlemen, your top delegates: Jessica, Melda, Phyllis, Anas, Anita, Akosua, Pearl, Lorraine, Sewa, and Akuya Yankee. For your favorite delegate to win, dial star 800 star 567 star, your favorite delegate's code on hash. Remember, your votes count a lot. Miss Worston comes off on Saturday, 23rd July at the Net Hall. Red Carpet is at 6 p.m. and the main show starts at 8 p.m. Tickets for regular is 50 Ghana cedis and 100 cedis with wine drinks for VIP. This program is powered by X1 Entertainment and brought to you by 1HD Television. Miss Worsting 2022.
Impact beyond boundaries.
A woman that creates a positive change and influence is the ideal. Miss Impact, the diversity of beauty, comes your way soon. Are you beautiful, eloquent, disciplined, intelligent, courageous, outspoken, and above all, can you represent your region? Then take the chance in this year's Miss Impact Ghana 2022. The winner drives home a brand new saloon car and also gets the opportunity to travel outside Ghana and impact on the lives of others by giving them free hand skills training. Miss Impact is proudly brought to you by X1 Entertainment and powered by 1HD Television. For more inquiries, contact 0554 706083. Miss Impact Ghana. This is your moment. Create the impact.